What is up, guys? Welcome back to another pottery video. So good to have you in the studio today. It has been a second since I've been recording videos. We've been working on a very top secret, super cool project that will be revealed very soon, but I've been kind of busy doing this other project, but you guys are gonna be stoked when you find out what it is. That's not what this video is. This video, we're gonna talk about planters. So like, we've gotten really into making planters. I don't know if it's just right now or if all of a sudden I just found coolness in planters, but people seem to be super into plants right now. So anyway, that's our little jungle over there of planters. And so we made all those planters, and I thought there's kind of two different ways that I make planters. One is with a connected plate on it. So it has like a hole down there so that it drips into there. And then the other way would be like a two-piece. So I'll show you. So like this plant is a nice little succulent with some marbled carved things. And this has one hole in the bottom and then it just sits on another plate. And you always want, planters need to be able to drain. I think pretty much every plant in the world will die if it just sits in like sitting water. Like the roots need to have like well-drained soil. So that's basics to a planter. So we're gonna hop on the wheel and I'm just gonna show you a couple different styles. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It feels good to be back on the YouTube channel. All right, you guys ready? Let's do it. So we got our balls of clay made up. They're all about 2 pounds. So we're gonna have 4 or 5 different shapes. And then we're gonna throw, basically it's just a plate, so that you would put on the bottom of one that you don't have a tray. So the first one that I probably like the tray attached a little better. So I'll probably do a couple of those first and then we'll do the ones with the plates. Let's do it. Okay, things I'm gonna use for this project. Sponge. I like to have a couple ribs handy. And then I'm gonna have a hole punch to make the draining holes. And then I have another sponge. So I like to have a sponge that absorbs really well, and then I like to have a sponge that's more like soft and more synthetic-y-ish. It's a word, right? Synthetic-y-ish. Alrighty, so we got our 2 pounds of clay. Now we're gonna throw. This is the best part of pottery. Okay, so we're gonna center like normal. You can cone up and cone down if you want, or don't if you don't want to, but we will cone up and down a little bit. First we're gonna go down in the middle. So I'm just going down with my one finger, and I'll pull out a little bit. Okay, so now we're ready to pull up the sides. And instead of going all the way to the bottom and starting right down here, we're going to go up maybe like that much, so that we leave like a 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch down there, right? And that's just where we're gonna start pulling up, like that. And so now we make whatever shape planter that we want. So I'll just do a little out like that. So then when we're happy with our planter shape, kind of looks like a pour over, bring it out just a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna take our hole punch, right? Fancy little hole punch. If you don't have a hole punch, you can use something circular, straw, whatever. And we're gonna poke our holes in there, right? You see that? See that hole right there? So let's do maybe 3. And so the nice thing about a hole punch is that you poke through and then it keeps the clay, so you can like push it, grab the clay on the inside and then pull it out. So the reason I do that is I do the holes first is now Now we take our inside finger and push down, outside finger. So you're just kind of making a little plate edge type thing right there. And so the reason I poke the holes first is because now if we tried to do that, we wouldn't really be able to come in at the same angle. Like you would have to go either like this, which wouldn't really create the right hole, or you'd have to like make a deep dent. So that's why I like doing the holes in that order. So I would have liked to leave a little bit more clay, but that'll work. And then the last couple things, you can just absorb the rest of the water. I'll use a little fancy wood tool on the outside there. And there's a very well draining planter with holes. I'd go back through and just make sure all the holes are still clear. Otherwise, should be golden. There you go, boom, boom, boom. Now, we shall do one that has a plate. All right, so there's our planter right there. So basically I measured the bottom. The bottom of that pot that we just planted was this wide. So now I just want to make the plate at least, you know, that big. All right, friends, so we did it. We got the planters made. Hopefully that helped you guys think about planters a little bit maybe differently, or, you know, at least that little tip. It took me a while. I used to make planters differently where I would just throw it and then put the holes in later. But now I feel like it helps a lot that I put the holes in before I actually form the plate or the tray. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Tune into a future kiln unloading to see how we glaze some of these and how they come out finished. Those will be like, I'd love to have every video be like start to finish and be like, this is how we throw, and then this is how we glaze it, and then this is how we finish it. But in all honesty, these planters probably won't be done until after January 1st, after the first of the year. And so it's like, it's difficult to do. So I want to get you guys this information quickly so I can make the video, for me to make a video like in 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever. So some videos I like to go all the way along the process, and those are really good. But for this one, you'll have to tune into a future video to see these. So comment below, tell me what, do you like the 2-piece planter? Like we have a planter here, and then we have a plate here. So this would have holes in the bottom, this one would have holes in the bottom, and then we would stick it on there. So it'd be like a 2-piece. Or do you like the 1-piece? I'm kind of partial to the 1-piece. I think they're really nice, just because then you don't have to worry about 2 pieces. Oh, it's so beautiful outside. It's so snowy and cold, and whew, I'm thankful for this warm studio. The rest of December is crazy. We're finishing up this special secret project, which I can't tell you about yet, But until that is wrapped up, the videos are gonna be a little light, but then come January, I'm gonna go full on John the Potter vlog mode. 2 videos a week at least. At minimum, that's what I'm talking about. See my red and green lights for Christmas? Merry Christmas. Comment below, tell me what I missed. As always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks to all the subscribers, all the patrons on Patreon. I can't say thanks enough to you guys. You guys keep this channel going strong. We send out pots every month to patrons. Right now we're sending out 4 pots a month. So can't say thanks enough to all the patrons. You guys crush it when it comes to supporting JTP. All right, as always, subscribe, like, comment, share, all of those things that we would all love to have you do to our YouTube channels, because they really do make a difference and they help. Peace out.